Hello, 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 everybody. Thank you so much for joining me on my channel. And if you're wondering why I look kind of unnecessarily fancy, it's because I just got back from an event and I said, let me film this video before it gets too late and before I get too tired. So I'm going to try to hurry up and speed this up so that I can go to bed. How's that? So this is every other weekend, and this channel is about reinvention. It's about reinvention specifically for divorced moms. And part of that reinvention, it takes all types of forms and all types of shapes, but one thing that I'm focusing on for myself personally is going to go on a health journey, right? So if you see this video that's right here, I'm going to see if I can make this happen. Ding, 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 in editing. But the video right here, I shared with you when I kicked off my keto journey a month ago. So it's been 4 weeks, and I want to give you an update on keto. So if you want to keep track with me on how this ketogenic diet is going, make sure that you subscribe to the channel. Make sure that you hit the bell so that you can get all of the notifications, because I want to make sure that you are keeping up and also keeping me accountable for what I said I'm going to do and what I've been doing so far. So that's great. So first of all, just a very, very quick primer. What's a ketogenic diet? Ketogenic diet is one that consists of low carbohydrates, moderate proteins, and high fat. And the goal is to put your body into something called ketosis. Now, let me tell you, when I first heard this and one of my good friends started with the keto diet, I said, that sounds like the craziest thing I've ever heard in my life. I'm not putting my body in no ketosis. That sounds dangerous. But I started reading on it, started researching, and I started seeing her results. And I said, well, let me see, ketosis. Maybe that is what I will be doing. And I have tried it for the last 4 weeks. Now, I want to talk about what went well, what could have gone better, what I plan to do differently, and also my results, because people want to know numbers, and I will not hold you in suspense too long. So the first thing in terms of what went well with the keto diet, the first thing I would say is that I was not hungry. So that's a great thing. There are other diets, other eating plans, other ways of life that people end up quitting very, very quickly because you're very hungry. I was never hungry on the ketogenic diet. Not just if I hadn't eaten for several hours. I'm like, oh, I could eat. So, and I did. So that was a good thing. Also, the thing that I found great about the keto diet is that it's something that I didn't want to start it unless I thought it was something I could do long term, and that something that I could really keep up with and have lots of support. So there's a lot of YouTube videos. There's a lot of recipes out there. So that is also a very, very good thing when it comes to the ketogenic diet. A couple of things that could have gone better for me personally. I gave up sodas, so hallelujah, that's a deliverance. I've been delivered from soda, so that's good. But I've started drinking like seltzer water or flavored waters, things like that, which is fine. It's better than nothing. It's better than sodas, but I could stand to drink even more water. I know I get in at least maybe a half a gallon a day, and no, people are like, oh, only half a gallon. I know I need to drink like 2 gallons a day. Haven't worked up to that level yet, but I will be working on that. So that's one thing that could go better. Another thing, well, and I don't know if I'm going to change this or not, but I've been doing what we call the lazy keto. And this is why I think I can stick with it so much better, because with lazy keto, I'm not tracking macro or macronutrients, your carbs, your fats, your proteins. And some people, they're very, very religiously, like, they're putting in their everything they eat and they're tracking the macro. I'm not tracking jack, okay? I just try on a daily basis not to go over 20 grams of carbs. And once you figure out what 20 grams of carbs is not a lot. So you kind of just like try not to eat any carbs, but then you're going to get about 20, maybe 30. Okay. So you have that. So that's another thing I could do. I could really, really track my carbs, but I don't know, because I've been getting okay results with this lazy keto. So now the question is, what are the results, woman? You're keeping us in suspense. So my first 4 weeks on ketogenic diet, I've lost 12 pounds. Now, that is, you know, I'm a very tall woman. I'm very statuesque, Amazonian, if you will. So 12 pounds is not going to be, I haven't lost like 3 sizes by any means. However, it has been something that it's, for me, in the mirror, it's noticeable, which is good, as well as it feels good. It feels lighter. So that's a good thing as well. And another thing that I would say is the biggest difference from this and any other eating plan that I've done in the past, I lost track of time. I lost track of the fact that I had been eating low carb for 4 weeks. I was like, is my 3rd week, my 2nd week, my 3rd? Most other diets, you're like, oh Lord, it's day 5, please. And you put like X's on your calendars and things like that. Not so much on the ketogenic diet. And the one thing that I had to give up, the hardest thing to give up, was mindless eating. That's the hardest thing I had to get. I really had to think about my meals. I had to plan them, and I had to figure out what was I going to do to make this work. So I just wanted to hop on to give you my results. 12 pounds down in 4 weeks. So 3 pounds a week, I'll take it. I will take it. And if you have any questions, make sure that you're commenting below, asking me any questions that you have about the ketogenic diet so far. I'd love to know what your questions are so I can help to answer them the best that I can. I'm still a novice, okay? So don't forget, subscribe and watch the previous video if you haven't already about me starting, and see if you see a difference between 4 weeks ago and today. So, all right, guys, that's it. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye.